Yup, that's the first. I mean, it's been now a little bit over a month since I had the surgery. I'm just reading through stuff right now, so stuff I want to mention. Freestyle as always. For those that don't know, or for those that are just checking in on how a transplantation works. So for the new people, I had a heart sickness at the beginning of the year.
Another one. Bruh.
Got an LVAD. From then on, it's been like 5.5 months that I had the machine to support my heart, and now I got a transplantation. It means I'm off the cables, basically. It was the 30th of August, and I was supposed to go the 31st to Germany. So on the 30th I was on my way back from Geneva. Literally went to Bern to pick up my brother to get some stuff from my old apartment and then take it back to my place. And on the way back to my old place, I got the call from the hospital where they technically just said that we found a heart for you, so what time can you be at the hospital? It was technically like this, and I was like driving, and I was like, God damn. I told them the whole month, like, it doesn't have to be now, I can wait, just call me up later on. Yeah, it happened just the day before, so whoever prayed for it, don't like you. Thank you.
And I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them that mad?
I wasn't really shocked, I was more phased about the moment, because the day before, in the morning I had the biopsy. That's like when they go into here, like into vein or arteria, and then they pick up some little parts from the heart to check the status and everything. So I had that the day before, and then I had the talk with the doctor. Then he was also like, yeah, don't you care about waiting? And I was like, nah, I can wait for now if it's not like in 2-3 years, because I met a guy that had to wait 3 years. I said that I would be completely fine with it as long as it doesn't take too much time. So they sent over a cab that picked me up at my place, me and my brother, because I was with him. And then we went to the hospital, into the ER, so emergency room entry. And I guess I had to wait there for like 20-30 minutes until one of the nurses came to show me where I would stay overnight. And also something that is important to know, just because that they call you up for transplantation doesn't really mean that you will have the surgery. It can also happen that under anesthesia, and when they check it for the last time, if it's really working or not, they can say like, nah doc, not today, and then you just wake up like you went to sleep. Not in my case, sadly, or not sad, I don't know. Yeah, that was basically it. I spent the night at the hospital. Both my brothers were there, because they told me like afterwards I cannot eat everything, blah blah blah. So we kind of ordered a lot of food and just ate, and then around midnight they left, and or even later, and I went back to my room to catch some sleep. And I actually didn't think about too much, because I mean, why would I? It's not in my hands to make decisions and everything. They just asked me how I'm doing, how I'm feeling. I was just like, I'm Gucci. Yeah, that was technically it from what was before. And
the next day,
yeah, in the morning, I woke up, had to take the shower with like special soap for disinfection. I guess I was the first surgery, or one of the first surgeries in the morning in general that wasn't emergency. The only thing I can remember, because I know that I fell asleep before actually getting down, is that they also gave me like some meds to basically chill me down, but I fell asleep when they came to pick me up. Then I was heading to surgery. What they told me afterwards was that, or they started surgery around 1 p.m, around 6 to 7 hours, because they had to take the cables out. And so I woke up 1st September around the same time, somewhat around lunchtime. That's when I woke up. In intensive care, they took everything pretty quickly away, like the thing to breathe and everything, because I didn't need it last time too, and they said it's uncomfortable.
What do you mean breathe? Don't tell me to breathe. I can't be. Yo, bring me a shot. Bring me a shot.
So they took that out, and yeah, everything else came out by the time. Yeah, no, waking up was actually pretty good. Felt decent. Didn't feel any different than before.
Don't tell me to breathe.
I only spent one night in intensive care, and the next day I was on the intermediate care, so that means it's like still 24/7 surveillance. I was there 2 times actually. The first time was only for 3 days because I was doing so well at first. I guess one of the reasons was because I had an external pacemaker that always made my heart pump beat at 90, and so that was constantly, like, didn't matter what I did, it was always at 90. From time to time the doctors came to kind of see how far they can put it down until the new heart actually starts working itself. That was a scary thing, not gonna lie.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Because it's like the pulse at first, I guess, that I had, or when I showed reaction, was like without the machine around 35 to 45, which is really not a lot. After I spent, I guess, 2-3 days at the intermediate care, they put me on the regular station, which is just being there and stuff like that. Yes, but only for a short amount of time. Like I already said, once they put out the pacemaker, the first time we tried to move myself without the pacemaker went pretty bad. So I started cold sweating. I got headache pretty quickly and strong, and apparently I passed out. At least that's what they told me. I can't remember because I would be passed out. But as far as I can remember, I did answer the questions when they asked me how I'm doing, and I don't know, apparently just eyes rolling back and stuff like that. So that's how I ended up in intermediate care again. Part 2.
What do you mean breathe? Don't tell me to breathe.
They hooked me up with adrenaline and something like this to support the heart and put also back the external pacemaker. And yeah, then I was on intermediate care again. For some days it was super annoying because I was with other people in the room, especially old people, and they were like in pool. You know when you see a crackhead at the train station? Imagine that, but at night, but like all night, not just like an hour or 2. So like every night, and yeah, I mean during the day it was pretty fine. I didn't. Yeah, but during the night was horrible because I couldn't sleep. One old guy right next to me was always up doing some shit and didn't listen because he only really spoke Italian and some broke-ass French. Yeah, that was horrible.
Embarrassing!
I stayed there again for some days and then I got transferred again. Once they see me doing better. From there on, it went pretty good, everything, so I recovered well. Day by day, they started putting the pacemaker down, which led to the heart start to work, because the way they explained it was just because the pacemaker always gave the pace for the heart was like, oh shit, I don't actually need to do anything, so why would I? But they started turning it down to 80, then to 70, and then to 60. During that time I always did rehabbing, a little bit of walking down the alley and back, just sit squats. I don't know how you could even call that, or just squats, with body weight and movement in general. I didn't stay in bed all day because I couldn't, but I was sitting most of the time at least. That got better. The only problem was that also, I'm not a doctor, so
Embarrassing!
explanation time, or the way at least I understood it. Is that there's like a sinus node that takes the energy from the upper part and sends it from the left side to the right side, I don't know. And there's like a middle point from the energy thingy within the heart. And the problem is that I have 2 right now. So I have the one from the new heart and still one from my old heart that is apparently still going. There should be only one, so that is an issue, but it's not bad. It's something that can happen, but will flow through over time. I mean, I was in the hospital for less than 20 days. The guy that I met was for 1.5 months, or 1 month at least, in the hospital, so they were pretty happy with me, how I rehabbed. Also the way my scars closed really quickly. That was a big difference, that I was able to take a regular shower again without being scared of, oh, is there water coming into the cable, or I don't know.
Yes, sir.
I have to be quick and stuff like this, because the first shower I took afterwards was like 30-40 minutes long. And yeah, so I was less than 20 days in the hospital, went back home. Yeah, so what happened in the meantime? So pacer was gone, everything was gone. I was just watched by the notes to see how I'm doing. Otherwise, that's it. I had to be hospitalized, or was hospitalized again, for high blood sugar, and that's due to one of the other medications I need to take, basically cortisone or steroids or something like that.
Natural or not? Should be a DM.
If he's natural, I'm white.
What the is this? Watch your profanity.
Right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why my blood sugar level was rising. So I had to be hospitalized. I mean, they wanted me to be hospitalized again. I didn't want to, actually, because I felt pretty normal. Now I just have to continue to go to the hospital to get the biopsies done. So like I said, that's the thing where they go in here. Maybe you can see rehabbing, and yeah. This is going to be for a long time, until end of the year at least, that I continue like this. And yeah, then from January on I can plan accordingly, basically. What I'm gonna do, I don't have really plans for now. Yeah, otherwise that's it for now. No big plans. I'm just trying to get back in shape at one point, because I lost over 10 kilos now. I feel like a potato. No muscle mass, and the last time I've been that light was in 2017, when I really started lifting and getting the weight up for the D-line. That's been the last time I've been that light, so that's 6 years ago. I'll keep it short. If you have any questions, type it in the comments below. I'm sure I forgot something, but yeah, otherwise that's it. Take care. Don't do stupid stuff. So yeah. That's life. Take care.
J'ai voulu clapper, tu ramènes de blême, trop sur mon chemin, oui je me sens bien, et mon mat no here, tit non FP, this ain't our I think I'm in peace.